This is called Fat People Are Prescribed Eating Disorders. It says on the screen an eating disorder is in either direction is a trauma response, but thin people are praised and overweight people are demonized. But my lived experience.
Hey, so this is your regularly scheduled reminder that one of the really messed up things in the world is that we prescribe to fat people what we diagnose as eating disorders in thin people.
We prescribe eating disorders to fat people. You mean not eating garbage? So if you're fat and you're told to get healthier, it's considered you're prescribing an eating disorder. Like telling someone to stop eating cake is not an eating disorder. Eating real food is not an eating disorder. You're just perceiving it as like starving yourself, but that's not how you get healthier. So we know this is just a whole, you have people arguing past each other. When a doctor says you need to lose weight, abso-fucking-lutely you need to lose weight. You need to lose fat specifically by proxy of changing your lifestyle habits. You make better life choices, you'll lose extra body fat. But we don't want to hear that. Everyone just covers their ears. La 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 la, fat phobia, la 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 la, prescribing me an eating disorder. Eating Dunkin' Donuts is an eating disorder. So, we all have our different opinions on that.
Fat people are routinely prescribed and encouraged to engage in eating disorder behaviors.
No. By who? By who? Your poor choices doesn't mean that if a doctor's saying you need to change your lifestyle habits and lose some extra body fat, and then you go on some stupid diet, that's not the doctor's fault. Okay.
Because restriction, especially, is not seen as a problem unless you're in a smaller body.
That's what also fasting. There are people that complain about fasting. Anytime you see posts about fasting, there are many of these videos that call fasting, whether it's intermittent fasting or just fasting in general, which we know is exceptionally healthy for longevity and overall wellness and insulin sensitivity. That's an eating disorder. You're causing people eating disorders, or what's it called? Orthorexia. If you're fasting, what if you're not eating constantly? It's a disease now.
If you look at a lot of the prominent current obesity intervention research, it employs full-on eating disorder behaviors. And everybody thinks this is fine.
This is you're just saying words, like using no examples, just saying things. It's like, all right, that doesn't mean anything.
Severely restricted caloric intake in children or time restricted intake in children. Yeah, let's go. They're fat.
Time restricted eating is totally fine. Calorically restricting children. Again, the idea is right. Kids should not be obese. We should be feeding kids better food. But when you have these paradigms saying that Fruit Loops is fucking healthier than red meat, you have all these bullshit things like cornflakes is a good idea and all these grains and vegetable oils. People are not given the right tools. They know they should be not fat. They know they should be not obese, but then they're told to restrict garbage foods because everywhere in the mainstream, cholesterol is demonized, red meat's demonized, eggs are bad, right? Eggs are the devil. Eggs are the devil. So how much progress do you think you're actually going to make feeding kids grains and oils and all this shit, right?
But the same behaviors in thin children or thin people in general, that's an eating disorder. If you can't see how hypocritical that is, I don't know what to tell you. But what I will say is that it harms everybody with eating disorders, not only fat people. Because how confusing is that for everybody?
I'm confused as to what... I'm confused as to why you made a video that said those things. Mental gymnastics. Mental gymnastics. Let's see, Wax. Really, our ancestors were not shoveling in food all day. So here's the thing, because these types of videos do have a glimmer, right? They do have like a shimmer they take one little sliver of wording that can make actionable sense. Okay. We should not prescribe restrictive eating and starve people. Like, I do not think, I don't think, I know calories matter, but you're silly if you think that the quality of the calories don't matter. It's just calorie intake. You can eat McDonald's and lose weight. Yeah, you can put someone in a concentration camp circa World War II and they'll get shredded to the bone, literally. Like, that's not healthy. You're killing people. So you can starve to death, But what you should be doing is eating better foods that you're not having the cascade of side effects of inflammation, fucking up your thyroid, jacking up your blood sugar and damaging your kidneys and all these other issues from consuming foods that are high in phytic acid, oxalates, vegetable oils, processed sugars, all these different combinations combined with all the other lifestyle habits, lack of exercise, lack of sunlight, constant stress and fear mongering and social media and no community and toxic air. You're living in, you're stacked in apartment buildings in a fucking concrete jungle. It's not good. So anyway, they'll take one little thing and then extrapolate into everyone's out to hunt fat people like it's the Hunger Games out there. It's the full games, not even the Hunger Games. Elizabeth, how about prescribing hunting and gathering? Right. You just have a lot of people dying. Go out and hunt these foods. I can't. My feet hurt. I can't walk. Okay. Now we have some more. We got a couple of videos. These are all, we got some Libza TikTok. Are these both? Ooh, these are both. We're getting a little, these last two are a little bit political. And one has to do with the Nashville shoot. Ooh, these are going to be juicy. All right, fam, what are we starting with? Number one or number two? These are going to get deep. We're going deep. We're going deeper than no man has gone before. We're going in.
What's in the box?
We got two more videos. Pick a number, number one or number two.
I got hairy legs.
Let's see what we got here. I mean, bottom line, we know what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to give the power back to the individual and let people know that you can eat to satisfaction if you're eating better quality foods. Just got to combine it with other things. It's not just the food. It's not just the training. It's all of those things. That's why we have the 7 pillars, not the one pillar. Diet and exercise. But what about community? What about recovery? What about mobility? What about mindfulness?